Alright, hello and welcome back to another episode of Pokemon Go. In today's episode, there is so much news that it's literally driving me bonkers. Like, there's so much news, so much hype, that it's coming so quickly that I'm just stuck here like, what am I gonna do? So, let's go into the news. And there's literally so much news that it's not even all in the game yet. We have the Lunar New Year event, which I rushed. We have voting for the new community day. We have Safari Zones. We have the Taiwan event, which is for some reason not considered a Safari Zone, even though it has pretty much all the same things as Safari Zone does, except it's a free event, not ticketed. And then we also have the brand new news that we're going to cover right now if we go to the Pokemon Go Live. Which is where you can get all the updates. We have attack updates and more, including changes to charge attacks. The CMP ties will now be implemented with the higher attack getting the relevance first. So whoever has the higher attack stat will now go first. There's no longer any like heads or tails, random. It's whoever has the better attack. And then certain visual bugs, these are probably going to be like where the invisible Pokeball, the invisible Pokemon and like the shield being like in front of the other Pokemon, little things like that, I'm assuming. We have updates to existing Pokemon Go attacks, Mega Horn and Volt Switch. Mega Horn will be dealing more damage, Volt Switch will be getting more energy. So that's going to make Volt Switch actually a better move. It's going to be kind of like counter, I guess, now. Kind of a slower, or maybe Snarl, like the attack animation isn't really spammy, and the energy will be better. So that's going to be kind of nice. Flying Crest, which alludes to Hawlucha, which I'm like 99% sure is a Gen 6 Pokemon. So very confused by that. Plus Minun get a new move, Grass Knot, giving it some coverage. Lantern gets Spark, giving it a good electric type fast move. Ampharos getting Thunder Punch will make it better in the Ultra League. Possibly in the Great League, it's a little squishy for Great League. Masquerain getting Bubble Beam. Vespiquen getting Fury Cutter and Air Slash. So all these are kind of nice, making a lot of these Pokemon a lot better than they currently are. And then we also are going to be getting Legacy moves back in. We are going to be getting Raichu, Magneton, Venomoth, Haunter, and Hypno getting their Legacy moves back into their regular lineup of moves. We have Raichu getting Thunder Shock, making it much better electric type, especially for PvP again. These are pretty much all for the PvPers. PvP players are absolutely losing their minds right now. Magneton getting Thunder Shock and Discharge, making it really good. Thunder Shock, Discharge, Magnet Bomb, like together as, so much better. Venomoth getting Poison Fang, especially with Charmers now being such a big threat in almost every cup where there's a Charmer available. Getting that nice poison coverage to deal with those Charmers, really nice. Haunter getting Shadow Ball, absolutely devastating. Hypno getting Shadow Ball, and it gets access to like Ice Punch, Thunder Punch, Fire Punch, and now Shadow Ball, and I believe Psychic. It's just so many different metas. It's actually game-changing for PvP, which is really, really nice to see. And now if we go to the updates, that's kind of like, that's just got dropped right now. I'm excited for a lot of that. But then yesterday, yeah, there was so much going on. I was just like, why is all this happening now? Like 2 days ago we got the Year of the Rat. Then yesterday we got this stuff. We got, earlier in the morning we got Go Live events coming to Taiwan, the US, the UK. It just like, and first of all, being in the US, I was like, wait a minute, we're getting Safari Zones in the United States? Heck yeah! Like, it's awesome. Like, we've been wanting this since Safari Zones were first a thing. I mean, we got Go Fest every year, but like, Safari Zones, very cool. So, we got Taiwan Lantern Festival in Taichung City, Safari Zone St. Louis, Safari Zone Liverpool, and Safari Zone Philadelphia. And, ooh baby, the Taiwan Lantern Festival is going to be a free event, not ticketed. The featured Pokemon will be Illumise. However, there is also going to be Unknown L, as well as Enjoy the Lovely Sounds of Chimecho. I am going to be going over some of the theories because every Safari Zone releases a brand new shiny, and they just name drop Chimecho, which means that we are probably getting shiny Chingling and shiny Chimecho, which would be very cool. Shiny Chimecho being out in the wild would be very nice. It kind of like a Roselia or a Pikachu, where the shiny would be available out in the wild, and then the baby hatch as well. Hopefully, hopefully it's not shiny locked to the eggs. That would be terrible. I mean, it's a Safari Zone, so I'm assuming that Chimecho will be everywhere. So, fingers crossed for shiny Chimecho out in the wild. We're getting Safari Zone St. Louis, which is going to be very cool. I've looked into a lot of these, and I am considering, but because of like my car and other situations that are going on right now personally, I'm not sure. So we do have St. Louis, which is going to be very, very cool. I've never been to St. Louis or Philly, but I do have a friend that lives in Philly, so I'm thinking about it. It is going to be Chatot being brought over as the regional exclusive for the event, and then we are going to be getting as well Mankey, Unknown S, Teddiursa, Snivy, and Ferroseed being featured as part of the Safari Zone. Now, the interesting one in this group is going to be Teddiursa. Teddiursa's shiny is kind of like a greenish shiny, Ursaring also being another green shiny as well, I'm 99% sure. And then with that, you know, it's going to be very cool. Mankey being around, I love Mankey. Mankey is one of my favorite Gen 1 fighting type Pokemon. I would love to have that shiny. Unknown S, Snivy, Ferroseed, very, very, very cool. We could see Ferroseed just probably as kind of like just like a 10k Pokemon, like a rare Pokemon that's just being spawned a lot for candy's sake. And then the worldwide Pokemon will probably be Teddiursa. This event in Liverpool has me losing my mind. I would love to go to this. I've never been to the UK, and I still have 1 year left on my passport before I have to renew. And goodness gracious, I want to go. I really want to go to this event because it sounds absolutely amazing with Krabby, Dratini, Chinchou, Unknown V, and Oshawott, as well as Relicanth being the Pokemon for it. Now, I amazingly got a random lucky Relicanth from my GoFest last year, which was amazing, but it went over 1500. Relicanth is amazing in most leagues that it's available in, as well as for like raiding and such. Just as a water rock type, it gets access to good moves, relatively bulky, very good Pokemon to have a lot of. And you know, one in like the Great League, one in Ultra League, one for raiding, etc. Like I would like some more. And then, of course, Krabby being one of my favorite water-type Pokemon, and I still don't have the shiny of that. Dratini being, I mean, it's Dratini. Chinchou, though, that's probably going to be the shiny for the event, which Lantern just got the move Spark. It also has been a mainstay in Great League for a while, as just like Water Gun Spam, Thunder, Thunderbolt, Hydro Pump, just a good Pokemon, relatively bulky. Pretty much just weak to ground and grass. So, like, it's a good Pokemon. I like it a lot. Is it weak to grass? I don't know, but I know it's a good Pokemon. And then, of course, Unknown V, which is one of the Unknown I don't have. I'm pretty sure I have Unknown S from GoFest. Celebi. I don't know. I think I have Unknown S. It might be one of the ones I'm missing. But Unknown V, I know I don't have. Alright, and then we got Philadelphia. Philly. We have no idea what it's going to be, but I'm assuming Unknown P would be a part of it. Don't know anything else besides that it is going to be in May. So it's going to be the latest of the Safari Zones. Personally, I'm very excited for all of these. I have a friend that lives in Philly, so it'd be a good opportunity just to hang out and possibly get some, you know, some directions and get someone that actually knows the city and like can like take me around places and show me like the local like hubs. You know, that'd be very cool. All right, so that's all the Safari Zones and whatnot. And then, oops, not events. The final one. Holy crap! There's so much news. So much news. I'm sorry, future me, for needing to edit this, but my arm is getting tired. Alright. February Community Day. They've said, you think you know Community Day? You don't know Community Day. And here's my hot take on this, okay? I'll get to my hot take after I cover the initial news. We get to vote, okay? And I don't know why they were like, later today, we're going to let you know the Pokemon. When you just scroll down to the end and they tell you the Pokemon and the exclusive moves. So I don't understand why they said, hey, you get the voting timeline and then like later on you'll get this. So I don't know, because they just dropped all of it all at the same time. Voting day is going to be Saturday, February 1st from 12 a.m. to 11:59 p.m. And the way you do that is you're going to be completing field research, basically catch 20 of this Pokemon, catch 20 Pokemon, and then like it's going to be like Rhyhorn Day, and then catch 20 Pokemon. Vulpix Day, catch 20 Pokemon. And if you want Vulpix, you do the ones that say Vulpix, catch 20 Pokemon. That's how we vote. The announcement of winner will be 2 days later on February 3rd. And I'm pretty sure February 2nd is the Year of the Rat like Community Day thing from 2 to 5. So there's a lot going on that weekend. And February Community Day will be on a Saturday. It will be on the 22nd, and it will be 3 times Catch Stardust, which is going to be very nice. Now, here are the Pokemon and their movesets. Vulpix will be released, Vulpix is one of the candidates, as well as the exclusive move being Weather Ball. So Fire Vulpix or Cantonian Vulpix will be getting Fire Weather Ball. Alolan Vulpix, which will be available in raids as well as, I believe, in eggs. Will be in raids and field research, and that one, if you evolve it, will get Weather Ball as well. But Alolan Ninetales, will be getting Ice Weather Ball. So this is a huge PvP implications, making both Alolan Ninetales and Kanto Ninetales both being much, much, much better. Weather Ball, as someone who uses Cast Form a lot in PvP, let me tell you how good Weather Ball is. Weather Ball is game-changing. I was able to bring a team of 3 Cast Form to 1 tournament and was able to do very, very well in it. I've also brought a Cast Form to almost every single tournament where it was available, and it has always been a very good Pokemon for me. So having a Charm Ninetales, a Charm Alolan Ninetales with Ice Weather Ball and Psyshock, Charm does massive amounts of damage. Weather Ball charges very quickly. You could literally just run I'm excited for this, okay? And Kanto Ninetales with Weather Ball would be very good as well, especially if you don't have a Legacy Flamethrower set. Alright, and then oh, hey, light, cool. I don't know which light is better. I'm pretty sure this is getting brighter now, so let's go with this way. Now you get you got more stuff going on here. It's looking better. Now then, next up we got Machop with the exclusive move Payback, which will give it, again, PvP implications. We don't know any stats on Payback yet. It's not yet in the coding, so very interesting, as well as with Rock Wrecker, which is going to be Rhyhorn, not yet in the coding. But this is a very PvP-centric list of moves. And again, Go Battle League is going to be launching sometime in early 2020, so this probably means that we're getting it pretty soon, and they're trying to prepare us for it by giving us lots of PvP moves. I'm just saying. Machop, already shiny in the game. It's a shiny that I do have and maxed out. So I'm not entirely like woo about this, but it's cool. And then we get Rhyhorn. Rhyhorn would be a brand new shiny in the game. It will be getting the exclusive move of Rock Wrecker. So that'd be pretty cool. It is the Rhyperia's signature charge move in the main series games. and would probably be pretty good. Probably not blast burn good, but probably along there. Think like a rock type blast burn is what I'm thinking. So it'd probably be pretty good. And then finally, to wrap it up, we have Dratini with Superpower, a fighting type move that decreases the attack and defense after it's used. It would give it a lot of oh goodness gracious, a lot of coverage, and then with Dragonite being able to get back Dragon Breath and Dragon Claw as movesets from the last time they gave us more Legacy movesets, it's definitely very interesting to have, especially, again, with Go Battle League. But yeah, that's it. Here are those researches again, and to vote, you'd have to complete the one that says the Pokemon that you want. Me personally, I will be voting probably between Vulpix and Rhyhorn, just because I love both Ninetaleses. I love Weather Ball. I play a lot of PvP. And then Rhyhorn, new shiny, 3-stage evolution. Rock Wrecker sounds good. But mainly new shiny. Machop and Dratini I already have. I have a lot of Dratinis. Dratini is a great, amazing shiny. Machamp is a great, amazing shiny. But they're already in the game. Also, here is my fun hot take on this. Okay, there's not many Pokemon left right now between Gen 4 and, you know, not released Gen 5 yet, Pokemon. We have the Sinnoh starters. Let's see. If you would load Pokedex, please. And thank you. The Sinnoh starters are now done. Okay? There's not many Sinnoh Pokemon that could have a community day. Besides, you know, the obvious one of Gible. Gible already being shiny. However, it is extremely ridiculously rare, so it will probably be a community day at some point. So the Sinnoh starters are done. And next up would be the Unova starters. But there's a lot of Unova that hasn't been added yet to the game. And they're probably going to try and make this as long as possible before they give us these like a Dino Day, an Axew Day, or a Litwick Day. They're probably gonna wait for those for a while, and a good way to do that would be to give us other random community days. And I think a perfect way to do that would be this voting. I say that this is probably going to be either the next 4 community days based off of our votes, or the next of every other community day. So, let's say for February, we get Vulpix Day. For March, Vulpix is number 1, okay? Rhyhorn maybe comes in number 2, and then followed by Machop and then Dratini. Okay, so for the next 4 months, February, March, April, and May, we could be getting Vulpix, Rhyhorn, Machop, and Dratini based on how we voted this month, which means that no one gets offended quickly. We could also see this being implemented as like February, and then a Unova starter, and then the runner-up, and then Unova starter, 3rd place, Unova starter, 4th place, Gible, something like that. I could see either one of those doing well as people not being like offended by their Pokemon not being picked. It's probably going to be announced after February 3rd, something like this. Hey trainers, did you vote in this month's event? Well, Vulpix may have won, but don't worry, Rhyhorn will be getting its exclusive community day in next month's community day, followed by Rhyhorn, Machop, and then followed by Dratini in these such and such months on these such and such days with these such and such movesets. So I'm guessing that this is probably going to be what Pokemon Go does, and this video has gone on long enough and we've covered all the news. It's a lot of very exciting news. A lot of stuff, and a lot of stuff to be covered. But yeah, that's going to be it for today's episode with a whole lot of stuff. And I'm tired. And that's going to be it for today's episode. If you did like it, go ahead and smash that thumbs up button. If you're enjoying the series, please subscribe. Let me know what you think. On Twitter, since Kappa is now officially in effect, and I think the comment section is now gone. So let me know on Twitter what you think. My Twitter link is going to be in the description below. And God bless, and see you for another episode of Pokemon Go.